They beat up protesters that can
responded to the protesters.
They're bussing in hundreds of protesters.
And 3 German armed divisions clashed with neo-Nazi protesters.
Many of the violent protesters.
Here, maybe we could get a shot at the protester.
I'm a goddamn hippie protester.
What's going on? Protest.
He was near perfect in his support of tax protesters.
And he ordered me to get rid of some anti-war protest.
These student protesters were attacked by construction workers.
Hawks over building a golf course on their burial site. They beat up protesters at Kentucky. Did you hear that?
Fishpaw, when contacted by Channel 12 News, responded to the protesters.
I think that my theater helped stop rape.
D-batteries and urine balloons.
Not only that, they're bussing in hundreds of protesters from the D.C. area. But all I can say is,
A dramatic 39% in recent days, as police and 3 German armed divisions clashed with neo-Nazi protesters.
So it turns out there's life on other planets. Boy, this is...
It's all highlighted in my book. I lay out the whole thing.
Many of the violent protesters are part of the Left Eye faction and are identified.
66% of all Americans are in favor of the death penalty. Here, maybe we could get a shot at the protester. You can see over here that they're equally...
For what? Right, look, when you get home, you can throw your boots away, grow a beard, and become a goddamn hippie protester. I don't want to hear this shit.
Look, I know too many goddamn names, Worcester.
What's going on? Protesters. Demonstrators. Good. Go with the flow.
In 3 majority opinions, strongly protective of the environment, and he was near perfect in his support of tax protesters.
Ah, so you think they might have been assassinated by...
It's another matter. We were once at a rally up in Boston. He ordered me to get rid of some anti-war protesters, and I said I couldn't do that. I said, you know...
Thanks for being out here so late. Wait a minute. Are you protesters?
You mean those dickheads with the signs of pictures of dead babies?
And united behind... In the streets of New York City, student protesters were attacked by construction workers supporting President Nixon's policies.
9 p.m. Signed, Chet.
Fucking Chet. The protester guy? Give me that shit.
On complete and total compliance. Tonight, any protester, any instigator or agitator will be made example of.
Arrest of 175 demonstrators. The protesters, some of whom are dying from AIDS, blocked the entrances to the FDA complex. They were demanding...
The city for weeks seems close to exploding. Protesters, many dressed as clowns, took to the streets today in one of several planned demonstrations.
This guy was already so manipulative in the 60s that he got into bed with the mayor of Chicago, the same mayor that busted the protesters at the Democratic Convention.
No, I don't care. Stanton was never a radical.
Look, Julian and Theo.
Yeah, there you go. Julian and Theo met among 1 million protesters in a rally by chance. But they were there because of what they
said that is perfectly legal.
Dorothy, I've got student protesters in jail in California. I got schools in Mississippi that still refuse to desegregate.
Of the $12 million picture in the film colony. The protesters also showed up to remind everyone of the political controversy surrounding the making.
Watch the images scatter nightly across the TV screens. Young protesters spoke about how they were going to change our lives and fix the world. But while they shouted
rigorous testing to meet federal aerospace guidelines, protesters are calling this a modern-day Tower of Babel.
Where's Pradeep?
Have no right to interfere.
Checked out.